back to the culture, getting back to your roots and what made you successful and grow into a national powerhouse under Lars Tiffany, but also reevaluating everything, not only just the offseason, but even starting now, what do we need to do better? First, though, the season isn't over for Virginia, but they've got to win out, and it starts here today at Arlada. Will Lynch will take the opening draw against Andrew Greenspan and immediately have a face-off violation against the sophomore from Scarsdale, New York. Notre Dame ball, 6v6 first.
53%. And that's a little bit uncharacteristic for Virginia. When you watch them and their success over Notre Dame the last few years, they typically don't slide off of Taylor. They slid from the crease there. A lot of times in the past, they're sliding adjacent. The next man in the perimeter, not going from the inside.
That time Lynch won the face-off against Henry Metz, who was in for Greenspan, but it goes to Notre Dame eventually off the ground. Handcuffing Matthew Nunes in goal.
Spot on, Cotter, and that's really difficult for a goaltender to see through that screen.
Greenspan and Lynch battling. Won by the Irish, although Light loses a stick. That's going to be a procedure call against Notre Dame.
You know, after Virginia was beaten badly.
Make it 4 straight. Lynch will bring it into the offensive zone. He'll take a shot. Doesn't get through the defense. That looked like it might have hit somebody. Make it 4 straight. That's the ultimate tease. You're going to want to stay tuned just to see that photo in 1980. But as of right now, Virginia and Notre Dame knotted up at 2 apiece here early.
He's done such a phenomenal job building this program. Look at this scene right now. I mean, there's 5,000 people here. It's standing room only. He doesn't charge admission. It's been a game, and then from then on, he's been the guy for the Cavaliers. Also has that outlet ability to trigger transition for the Cavaliers and start their up and down game.
Lynch and Greenspan high in the air. Gonna go against Notre Dame, a procedure call.
For Virginia, so much directly north-south, so he stares at the goal. A lot of guys, when they do that face dodge, their first move is east-west and they lose the angle. That didn't happen for Colson.
Gonna get a loose ball push against Virginia on the face-off. You can see, look at that, Will Lynch and Andrew Greenspan having words as they come to the sideline.
I'd love to hear that because they were teammates a year ago. Like, what is going on there in that matchup? Two guys who were probably attendance. Yeah, he's in attendance today. If one guy you don't want to see a record go, it's Hoff, right? Like,
such a good guy about it, though. He was in the blue and gold game earlier, though. I'm sure he's feeling really opportunities, but 2 of those were man unreleasable.
Both of these man-down units are exceptional, specifically Virginia's. Top 3 in the nation. They're so long. Like, the man-down defense in terms of prohibiting the passing lanes, not in his dodge when he catches the ball. So many players catch the ball, stop their feet, and size up the defense. Kavanaugh is in full stride when he catches the ball and rolls into his dodge as he's catching the ball full speed.
What'd you think about the freshman Jeffrey on that move? I mean, athletic.
Yeah, he's the #1 recruit in the country.
And he's getting more and more playing time. Watch out here, Colsey just tried to sneak it through. Had a really tough angle, but still almost got it there. Big ground ball here, won by Virginia. Millen gets it back with Notre Dame and Virginia. This is going to be a big battle for a loose ball here. This is all about heart, desire, and look who comes up with it. 50 in white. Another $10 for City Lax. There you go, Eamon. Our old friend Eamon McEnany and City Lax. Every time number 50 picks up a first goal of the season for the bagpipe player. By the way, for those new to Notre Dame lacrosse, is got a mugging and it stays with the Irish. Lars can't believe it.
Yeah,
he thought his
wanted to push
face-off
with
man
possession.
was fouled, and instead they let it play on. I was going to say, those of you new to Irish lacrosse, there's a different player, usually every year, that plays back.
Awareness around goal line extended. He had a goal when we were down in your neck of the woods in Atlanta, Georgia, in the fourth quarter against Maryland, where he just throws his body, and he's losing his angle. He loses his base, and somehow he still has the ability to find the back of the net when you think he's toast.
Right. The body control, Kark. It's kind of like when a gymnast is doing flips and his teammates. How did you do that?
No one's accounting for him because he's on the ground. As a defense, you're told, clear the crease. He's already cleared.
And Hagstrom wins the draw for the Irish. It's a 3-0 run for Notre Dame, and they're looking to pile even more on. And now we get a flag. It's going to be a delayed call against Virginia.
We're seeing both hands. Jordan Faison, when you go against Notre Dame, they have options with their midfield because of their two-handedness.
Going to get a hold against the Irish, but just 2 seconds to play in the third.
And Virginia is petrified to leave off of Jake Taylor, so it gives him that extra beat to let it go.
You asked for it in the first half, Kark. Somebody in this midfield, his bodies are flying in the middle of the field. Now the flags come down.
The next team had 5, which I believe was Syracuse. The cupboard is not empty in South Bend for a three-peat. They just have to figure it out, get the chemistry rolling. It's still the scariest team. Like, if you were to poll any opposing coach, what's the one team you don't want to play in May? Based on experience, winning titles. You know, the offseason might come quicker than expected. Lars Tiffany has not had a losing season at Virginia since he took over in 2017, his first year. It's going to be a lot of self-reflection. Can win a one-on-one matchup. Ryan Dunkel was a top recruit. Sean Brown, all 3 of them injured. So you lose 3 guys from a depth perspective.
Yeah.
Two that can dodge,
you
for sure.
Lost Joey Terenzi, who was their most dynamic short stick D-midi. Best play.
Time to let that one go. Notre Dame just shaded him, saying, I dare you to go right.
It's like the old Vince Lombardi saying, we'll chase perfection. We'll never get there because we're humans, but in the chase, we'll reach excellence. And it's like every minute of the game, you're chasing perfection, and if you give up 2 quick ones, even though you have the game salted, over there by SMU. Really good burgeoning lacrosse program there at Highland Park. And a ground ball off the face-off. Chismar.
It's a great grounder by Chismar. He's getting harassed, though, by 4 white shirts.
He loses it. Chismar. Officials letting him play here in the final minute and a half. Now they're going to call. Now we got a flag way behind the play.